Ladies and gentlemen, gather round and prepare yourselves as we recount the harrowing events that have unfolded in the dread domain of Barovia. Our band of adventurers awoke in the Salvage Woods to a scene of horror. Their once loyal steeds gruesomely disfigured, their carts spirited away by unseen forces, and a chilling handprint, a dire omen, emblazed upon Irina's tent. Undeterred, the party pressed on, driven by the twin motives of escorting Irina to safety and fulfilling the cryptic fortunes laid forth by the enigmatic Madame Eva.
As they journeyed through the twisted paths of these haunted woods, fate led them to a most pitiful sight, an abomination where flesh and foliage intertwined into a grotesque sentinel. Alistair Chastain, once a Vistani now ensnared in Strahd's cruel mockery of life, stood before them, a testament to the price of defiance against the Dark Lord. Alistair offered his aid to our heroes, seeking redemption and release. With a newfound ally unbound from his arboreal prison, the company set forth with grim determination.
The day's travel brought them to a sinister edifice, a windmill claimed by rights but shrouded in whispered tales of dread. Irina and Ismark could offer a naught but hearsay, yet within its crumbling walls, a truth far more vile awaited. A coven of hags, their hands stained with the innocence of youth, had made this place a charnel house of horrors. Amidst the carnage, the party discovered the unfortunate fate of Dalabinian's daughter, and by some twist of destiny, laid hands upon the tomb of Strahd. This ancient volume, penned by the vampire lord himself, held secrets that could light their path to victory. With this knowledge and the spoils of their bravery, our champions found themselves standing taller, stronger, and more resolute. Let us now bear witness as they steel themselves against the darkness, ready to write the next chapter in this grim saga.
If you guys remember last time we left off,
Try this.
is that pretty fire?
It is. Never had it before.
Orange.
Which is just an orange soda.
Orange.
Okay, let me paint the scene for you boys right now. Under the mid-afternoon sky, a gentle breeze weaves through the grass, carrying with it the whispers of world beyond reach. The sun, a radiant beacon in the heavens, bathes the side yard of the windmill in a warm, consoling light, offering a silent solace to the morning party gathered around small earthen grave. Ismark, his expression solemn, clutches a heavy book close to his heart, a symbol of the gravity of the moment. He steps forward with a respectful nod to the assembly, his voice carrying the weight of an unused and an unsung elegy. He says, "We gather here not to mark the end, but to honor a passage. Though we did not know Mira, we stand united in the presence of her spirit." A silent invitation hanging in the air. Jean Pork, you knew Mira the best. She was your daughter. Her memory resides with you. Would you share a parting word to guide her on her journey?
Dear Mira, I hope you find your way in the afterlife. I will come to find you one day, I promise, but that's all I got. I miss you, and it's gonna break my heart to break this to my love you, baby.
Ismark looks to the rest of the party and he says, does anyone else have any words they want to say?
Perception to lose the body.
It's buried.
Darn.
Anyway, Sam, you get this. Irina steps forth, the vial of holy water from Pastor Donovich cradled gently in her hands. She bends over to the grave. She pours the sanctified water onto the soil, a purification, a final act of guardianship over Mira's mortal remains. As the droplets seep into the earth, a hush falls over the gathering. A soft farewell of the day, they find a momentary peace, a shared resolve to honor the life and spirit of the one they now commit to the land's tender embrace. You guys got the Tomb of Strahd, which is saying that Madame Eva is part of her prophecy, pretty much. In addition to looting this windmill, you guys also found two slave children's, Freak and Myrtle. Freak is the boy, and Myrtle is the little girl.
Can we sell them?
If you want to.
Guys, I figured out Strahd's weakness in the autobiography. The sun. Oh, yes.
The sun sword.
Do you have it?
No. At the town?
Do you think the sun sword is there?
Yeah.
Ismark gathers his gear and he gets all together and he's doing this. You see Irina walk over to him, kind of start talking to him a little bit. And while this is happening, the little kids come up to you and ask, where are we going?
To town.
We'll just take them with us. We might be able to find some place for them to be safe.
We can use them as body shield.
Now look, I'm not above killing children in D&D, but like, for the sake of, since we're being recorded, I'm gonna pretend like I care about the children.
I'm saying we go to this village. Okay, we leave Alistair and these kids to a house where hopefully they get help. They're slowing us down and I don't feel comfortable with them around us.
We can't leave the children out here. As annoying as they are and as much as they're gonna slow us down, we can't do that. I'd rather take extra time traveling to the next location with the kids to ensure their safety, rather than leave them here with this thing. And also, he's useful too.
Okay, fine. We'll keep the kids with us, but we need to have him depart from us at some point. I don't feel comfortable with him here.
Something does happen, we can take him out. There's no worries.
Oh my god.
In the hush of the foliage woods, the fog curls like fingers around the trunks of ancient trees. The party's breaths are visible in the air, a testament to the tension that blankets them. A shadowy figure looms in the mist ahead, a noble silhouette framed by the fog. As they approach, the unmistakable form of Strahd von Zarvich materializes. He is standing there.
That's Strahd right there.
Yes, that's Strahd right there.
I'm gonna run at him and scream murderer.
Okay, and as you're running here, Parker, Strahd, you see a thin smile spew across his face. He pulls out his sword on you. He's waiting for you to run at him.
I'm going to chill touch him.
You run up to him and you grab him, and this frost goes throughout him. And as you're doing this, you see like his body start to melt in your hand, and goo falls to the ground. So one Strahd is now just a pile of goop in your hands on the ground. Coming from the side of the woods here, you just feel your body tense up. And you're just frozen there in place. You hear a chuckle come from Strahd, and he says, "Impressive, isn't it?" He walks over to Alistair, who's frozen there in place, and he picks like a dead decaying leaf off of you, and he says, he looks over to you guys. "You've done so well to come so far." His gaze fixes onto you guys. Who has the tome right now of Strahd? He looks at you, Zazriel. You have it. But you carry something of mine. Strahd continues. A hint of steel threading his words. A tome not meant for mortal eyes. I would have it returned. The air grows colder as Strahd's eyes rest on Dalabinian. Irina, my unexpected treasure. His voice a mixture of delight and a dark, possessive undertone. Absent from Barovia upon my last visit. Now, here before me. Fate is indeed the cruelest of mistresses. Ismark steps forward, his voice laced with a protective defiance. She is not yours to claim, von Zarvich. We will not allow you to weave your web around her fate. And Strahd's eyes flicker with a dangerous light, but he merely chuckles. Ah, dear Ismark, always the protector. But we shall see what destiny has in store. From the surrounding fog, wolves emerge. Packs of wolves line the sides of the street. A testament to one's action, wouldn't you agree, Alistair? And he chuckles as he kind of taps you. And your damage seems to like wither away at him, but not really. The consequences of defiance are often transformative. With a flourish, Strahd produces an envelope, sealing wax glinting in a dim light, and casts it into the air. It flutters towards the party, almost like a wind purposely blows it towards you guys. Should you survive this encounter, consider an invitation to Castle Ravenloft. My chefs do prepare a meal to die. Strahd steps back, his voice now a fading whisperer. Retrieve what is mine. Leave nothing standing. He's getting out of view. Does anyone want to do anything before he leaves?
Can I throw the book out into the path?
We'll say you throw the book here.
If you want it, Strahd, take it.
There's the book.
Somebody mock his dead, like, wife or something.
Can I transform into his dead wife?
Parker, you are a druid. You are not a shapeshifter, right? Alistair, you fit your body, gain control. This black thing right here is the envelope, and the white thing is the book that you threw on the ground. All the wolves are gonna go together at one time. Sound good? Starting with the big ones. Bigger ones will always go first. The kids are non-combatants, so they will not be in this initiative round, but they are still there.
Children, behind us.
I'll say that's a free action. The kids walk behind you.
Brace yourself, kids.
We're at war! This is when you start learning. Age of 4. Make sure to always beat your wife and be a man. If you don't live this fight, you weren't worth living anyway.
Alistair or Michael, you are first in the draft. You guys can do whatever you want to do.
I'll go first, bro. I'm just gonna draw my sword out of defensive posture. I'm also gonna pick up that. Like, can I step forward to that book? I'm protecting this book.
Alistair, your turn.
How far back can I run towards him?
Towards who exactly?
From the book.
Your turn. Jump work.
I'm gonna stand next to him when I cast a spell. I'm gonna shoot the big wolf on the top. I'm gonna shoot him with hailstone, like 17.
To hit?
He takes 14 bludgeoning,
Damn. Nice.
and he
Okay.
takes 8 cold damage.
We'll start with all the big ones first. The big ones have a speed of 50 feet.
Hey, by the way, this is really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
What's it say?
Shut the fuck up!
The one wolf that you shot at just comes sprinting. These wolves come running. And in between that, the wolves come also running. They're not quite as fast as the big ones.
Approach the babies.
They're not quite as fast. Now it is time for you, Zazriel.
I'm gonna Phoenix snap him. That wolf on the top. That's 11 damage, and then now he's scorched, and he takes 12 damages.
He's so close to death. Nice. Good damage. Alistair or Michael? You can choose to go first.
I'll go first.
I'm gonna
Alright, I go first.
Fuck you. I'm going first.
You take a step forward.
8 damage.
It ain't much, but it's honest work. Alistair, your turn.
I want to move back right next to Sam, and I'm going to concentrate to put a spike growth in front of the book.
Okay, I got it. I know.
Just
what you
kind of in front of the book.
Like right here?
So, but yeah,
Okay.
that's probably good enough.
mean. Nice. Time for your turn, John.
I'm gonna do magic missile
Okay, on who?
to one to each of the dogs at the top. So the first one takes 7,
Okay.
second one takes 6,
Okay.
and then the next one takes 7.
It is now the wolf's turns now. This wolf, the big one that's already wounded, he's gonna run towards this group. So he's gonna take a sprint. How much damage does he take when he runs through it?
2d4 per 5 feet, so that's 4d4.
You just see him run through it, and like the thorns hook on his skin and just pull his skin from his bones and shit, and he basically almost gets skinned, and his body just gets mangled and shit inside that thing. First, this big one's gonna attack you. He is going to take a bite out of you. 21.
I'm gonna parry that bit with a fucking 22 to hit. Dealing fucking 10 damage.
Damn, nice. So these wolves have an ability called Pack Tactic. If the wolf has advantage on attack roll against the creature, if at least one of the other wolves' allies within 5 feet, the one to the left is gonna take a bite out of you. Nice. You lived that one. John, though, this one rammed here, he's gonna detect you, though. It jumps on you, the last second, you just conjure the spell, these magic missiles in the corner of your eye, you see a wolf, and you just push it off at the last second. It's time for you, Zaz.
I'm gonna do something original and unique. Each one of these fools gets a phoenix. He gets 8 damage to him. Alright, and then the one to the right of him gets 7 damage. And then the last one, 8 damage.
Nice.
And they're all 3 skull.
You send your phoenix to the side of it, and it just erupts. Its body splits in half, and guts and shit fly everywhere. This one is severely wounded. Is not dead though. This one, same thing. You just right into its head. Its head just blows up, and its body just crumbles to the ground. Alistair and Michael, your turn.
I'm gonna go up to that. Also, the spike growth is gone now because I'm not compensating anymore.
Okay, what do you want to do now?
I'm going to use primal savagery. 4 damage.
All right, your turn, Michael.
I'm gonna fucking beat the shit out of this big ass black wolf.
Okay.
Oh, fucking 11 damage.
Damn. He's bloody. You take your sword, you just slash it across his face, and now one of its eyes is sealed shut from a giant gash across his face. Nice.
Magnetic orb.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast that motherfucker right there.
Wait, can you touch
Right
it?
here?
I can't see where.
So the big one's only get pulled to it. Okay, Chris, make a con save D4.
I did not beat up.
Okay, Chris gets pulled to it. Chris, you are still gonna be in range of it because it's a big creature, and also you're like on by it. That makes sense. You're basically in the same space. We'll start with this wolf. This wolf is gonna run here to try to grab and pick up the book. Sam, you do have an attack of opportunity on this thing. It grabs the book, and you just freaking the dirt flies in your face.
Do I have opportunity? You have a pistol?
The wolf has it in its mouth right now, and it's going to use the rest 30 remaining move speed different. Okay, the wolf has the book in its mouth. The wolf is very weak. Okay, now Alistair, now the wolf's attacking you. What did you want to say?
Roll a constitution saving throw.
9.
Oh boy, D4 damage. 4 damage. Whoa.
It's your turn, Zazriel.
I'm gonna overkill the fuck out of him. All
Alright.
3 phoenixes are going towards his dog ass. Literally dog.
Like the Mortal Kombat, you can knock people up in the air like combos and shit.
Yeah.
The first one comes and it knocks it in the air, and the other one comes and knocks it higher in the air, and the other one just erupts. And then the book just falls to the ground, and then blood just rains on top of it.
Pull out this fucking hand axe.
Pull a hand axe.
The big wolf, I'm gonna fucking put into his skull.
Damn, okay.
I got a 19 to hit.
Yeah, you hit it.
7 damage.
You take your hand axe, fucking plunge it right into its skull. You feel its skull crack in half, and you see blood just, and its body just goes limp, and you fucking murder the fuck out of it.
Alright, I'm gonna break concentration of the magnetic orb.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast magic missile. 7 damage.
Yep, it fucking, right into the asshole.
Then the other one takes 11 damage.
Look, that's overkill and a half, bro. You guys have just murdered all of the fucking wolves. Good job. As you guys are going over here, Irina comes over here and she picks up the letter. She's reading and she's like, you guys want to take a look at this?
Read it out loud.
To the illustrious guests, your presence is cordially demanded at a dinner in your honor. Hosted at the ancestral home of my lineage, Castle Ravenloft. The evening promises a riposte of the finest fare, a delightful converse, and a ambience belittling of Barovia's most esteemed visitors. Kindly present yourselves at the castle gates before sunset, 3 days hence. Attire shall be a quality that best fits your station and the grave importance of this exclusive service. Consider this your opportunity to parley, to discourse on the nature of your quest, and to negotiate terms that may prove mutually beneficial. Should you accept this invitation, know that safe passage is assured to you within the walls of my domain. You shall be under my protection. Yours in anticipation of an enlightened gathering, Strahd von Zarevich, Lord of Barovia. You need to go and pick up the book. It's all coated in blood and stuff. Alistair, is there anything you want to do?
I'm gonna refuse to look at it. Touched it. I don't want to touch that shit.
What do you guys want to do here?
Keep traveling.
So you guys are continuing the walk, and as you guys are walking, it's nighttime now, and you see in the distance a village, pretty big village. It looks really well defended, and as you're walking, you start to see pikes in the ground. These pikes have
League
wolves.
of Legends?
No, not League of Legends pike. These pikes have wolf heads mounted onto them. As you get closer and closer to the city, what do you guys want to do?
Ismark, please, for just a second, think about the fucking logic here, I guess. I don't know. Think logically here. You can't survive out in the night. Not just you and Irina. We have to stop here for the night.
Irina stops in her track. Ismark does not.
Ismark, I understand that seeing Strahd has messed with you. It's messed with all of us, okay? He's taken stuff from everybody here, not just
Yeah,
you.
not me either.
We're in this together,
what he
okay?
wants.
And the only way that we lose this is if we're divided. So we have to stay together, no matter what.
Irina stops. Irina stops and turns around to you, John Port. Maybe you're right. It is dangerous to go out at night. Although Ismark, he looks frustrated. He turns around and says, "Irina, let's go. You know, Strahd knows where you are. He could swoop down any minute. It doesn't matter if we're walking in the dark or in the day. He knows where we are. We need to keep moving." This is what you kind of see in the distance as you guys are walking. That's what you guys can see. Ismark turns around and says, "This is the village of Valaki. It's not a good village, nor is any other village in this land. But Kresk is the one with the best future and the best promise, best security for Arena. I implore we need to keep moving there.
How far away is
A
Crust?
few more miles. To be honest, it still is quite a bit of a journey, but stopping here just only prolongs it. It will hinder us. This burgomaster of this village is a terrible man." As you guys are talking, Myrtle, the little girl, sees a little sign mounted on one of these trees and pulls it off. And it's an old piece of paper, like a poster, and it says Festival of the Wolves. And according to the date, it's already happened. And she says, "Well, look at this." And it's easy to tell that this is a festival ran by this town. Something to do about killing wolves. You can connect the two dots that these pikes with the wolves on the heads, the fucking wolf heads on the pikes, they are together. They're linked together somehow. Let's go. And he walks down. Is angry. You can tell he's angry.
You're like an NPC that's walking with us. It just says random voice line.
And as you get closer, this village looks heavily defended.
Well, my sword.
As you guys walk up, one of the guard opens this little sliding door and says, "What do you want?
Seek shelter for the night.
We do not let travelers at night come into our town."
I have a wolf pelt. We actually killed a bunch of dire
I'm
wolves.
dead, Parky says.
Bro just says, "I'm
I
dead."
told you, he's like an NPC that just says random voice
He
lines.
was starting to buy it. Alistair, as soon as you said that, his demeanor changes and he says, What the fuck are you? You are not coming into this town."
That's fair, to be honest.
And he shuts he shuts the door. Irina looks at you, says, can't you turn to animals or something?" He's frozen right now.
That's his life reaction.
Smile, be like, dick.
Smiling.
Turn into an animal. What are you doing walking up to the guards like this?
Do mouse.
I'll give a grunt and turn into a mouse.
As you do this, you start transforming into a mouse. Not very far away from the city guard, Ismark goes up to the sliding door again and knocks on it again. He's like, "Let us in." The guard opens up. Says, "You're still here."
We got the monster's way. He's gone, okay? It's just us. And look, I'm not a monster because we just killed an entire pack of dire wolves.
How long are you planning on staying here again?
Literally just till one. As soon as the sun rises over the horizon, we're gone.
He looks at you and says, "I'll tell Baron
Looks at me and says,
Valkovich about your entry to this city." And you see the portless gate just slowly rising, letting you have entry into the city. Here's the village you guys are in.
I said, do you want to play Lethal Company with us today?
Oh, hell yeah.
We can download mods.
Hey, go. You guys have entered the city right here. This is the gate you guys have entered through. This one down here. The town is surrounded by a sturdy, yet aged, wooden palisade by watchtowers at regular intervals. As your party approaches, the heavy iron studded gate creaks open, revealing cobblestone streets lined with buildings that lean toward each other as if sharing dark secrets. The residents are etched with a blend of suspicion and weariness, a clear sign of the oppressive rule they live under. The burgomaster's mansion stands out with its exaggerated grandeur contrasting starkly with the modest homes and shops. Throughout Valaki, the influence of Strahd von Zarovich is palpable. His spies both human and supernatural, lurk in the shadows. The town also hosts a bizarre festivals conducted by the burgomaster in a desperate attempt to ward off Strahd's evil. There's a few notable places here. We have St. Andrew's Church, we have the Blue Water Inn, the burgomaster's mansion, the Wachter House, the Arisek Stockyard, Coffin Maker's Shop, Blinsky's Toys, the town square, and not too far from the outside of the outskirts of town, there is a Vistani camp. You see a new pamphlet, like a poster, and it says Festival of the Blazing Sun. This is what one of the posters look like, by the way.
Well, it has to be Star Ali.
Oh shit. Fuck. Attendance and children required?
What the fuck?
What in the hell?
Ismark is like, all right, let's find a place to settle down. We leave instantly in the morning. As you guys are walking, you come up to the tavern here.
Holy shit.
Ismark walks to you guys. He's like, what should we do with these kids? We know we can't keep them around forever.
We'll ask the innkeeper if there's an orphanage here or some sort.
It said that event said the children were required.
True. We might have to hold. Let's talk to the innkeeper and we'll make a decision.
You guys walk in. It is a bustling tavern here. Gray smoke issues from the chimney of this large 2-story wooden building with a stone foundation and a sagging tile roof, upon which several ravens have perched. A painted wooden sign hanging above the main entrance depicts a blue waterfall. You see a couple of characters here that look interesting to you. When you walk in, you see a lady here, which appears to be serving alcoholic beverages. You see some common townsfolk, and you see what appears to be like a man wearing very bright clothing, and you see what appears to be 2 hunter men, looking very gruff. Those are the main characters you see here. And you guys walk in, the smell of food smells very nice in here, actually. You see hanging on the side of the walls multiple different animal heads, such as the dire wolf you guys killed, some more wolves. You see wings of what appears to be like large bats, big skeletons of even bigger wolf heads, like straight up skeletons. And this is what you see. And you guys walk in, some people stare at you, others don't. And Ismark says, let's get some food and let's find a place to sleep. As you guys walk in there, Ismark says, me and Irina are gonna stick around for a little bit. And they're gonna pop a study right here. And these little kids walk in, and you see a lady, she's like, hey, what can I help you gentlemen with?
Multiple things.
What is it? Let me know.
Do you guys have a menu here?
Let me get my husband, he will tell you everything exactly.
Smash.
And she walks over here, out comes this man here. He's wiping his clothes off. He appears to be the chef, and he has like some knives stuff hanging on his belt. So gentlemen, what can I help you with? My wife says you need me.
Oh, food.
Well, our food is complimentary to our room service here. It costs about 1 gold piece a night. Just stay here. We'll have some wolf steak tonight and some beef stew.
We have 7 of us. How many rooms do we need? 2 kids, 1 girl, and the rest guys.
Let's say it's probably like 3 gold pieces, and all of you can have food.
Oh, done. Okay, I'm gonna give you 4 gold pieces.
It's like, you look new at this town.
We are.
Where are you from?
Beyond the mist.
Where the fuck are we from? I can't forget.
Willowdale.
Town called Willowsdale.
You're from outside the mist. How long have you been here?
Couple weeks.
Yeah.
Erwin keeps his voice low and he says, my supply of wine is nearly gone, and the next shipment is overdue.
Where we came.
I'll give you what you seek, if you bring me my wine. The vineyard and winery is a few miles west of here. Just follow the old Savage road. And again, the signs. Follow the signs. I know why you're here. I know you're here to kill Strahd. Trust me, I've been trying to. But this is my way of keeping the town happy.
This seems like everyone's lively. A place that's not full of life.
Yes.
What do you think about a sun sword?
The sun sword.
Before that, the festival. What is the festival of the sun thing
Sun of the
all
Blue.
about?
It's from the Baron. Every week, he has a new festival. He says it's to bolster the spirits of the townsfolk. For some it works, some they seem as nuisance. But I tell you this, he's going to make sure no one's looking at him, and he's going to go over this secret quiet. If anyone hears you talking bad about the Baron here, you will be executed. I warn you. Anyways, I love the Baron, but his festivals are great. Just pay up for the rooms, and I'll get you your food. He takes the gold, puts it in his pocket. Michael, you sense someone was eavesdropping on your conversation. You don't know who though.
Little Strahd.
He walks through and you hear him back to the kid and he's like, all yours, Danica. And he turns back and she goes and pours more drinks. Like, you wanting some ale too?
I don't drink.
Erwin turns to you guys like, don't feel pressured to, but I can help you if you do something for me.
Who said that?
Erwin, the bartender. And I can kind of show you the whole room, like what everyone's doing in this room. You have a
Stool scraping.
group of people over here. They seem to be eating food, talking. You see this man talking here to these 2 hunters, dude. One dude is on his bow. He's like marking a notch in his bow and stuff. And the other one is sitting there, this guy here, just eating his food, and he doesn't seem to be paying attention to this man who's talking. You have a lady right here talking to this man right here who appears to be like fixing his banjo talking. And you see a group of people right here talking, and they seem to be not in an argument, but they're like playfully arguing or whatever. And you see like a thing of dice on the table. Like, so they seem to be like playing a game or whatever.
They're playing D&D.
I'm gonna go over to the bar.
Yeah, that guy.
You get off and you walk up to him. It's nice seeing good faces in this town.
Oh yeah, nice to see you too.
So, what brings you into town? I must ask. I saw, the Vistani friend you have.
Yeah, basically, we're just travelers. We're traveling.
He pulls up his drink. He's like, well, it's good to have new people in town.
Cheers.
She cleans it too.
My drink's empty.
He drinks a little bit. He's like, Ismark comes over to you, Dalbane, and Zadriel. He's like, what are you guys doing here? What are you talking to this man for? We need to just get the food, go to bed, and wait for the morning. He's panicking.
Can I go over to him?
As you're doing this,
Ismark.
Erwin comes back out with the food. I brought more food for you guys' party. He puts it down.
I'm gonna grab it and bring it to.
I want to talk to Ismark.
What? He's eating his food now.
We're trying to collect information, alright? Don't worry, we're in a safe place, sort of.
Hurry up,
Trust
then.
us.
And
Where is this?
Zazriel, you see everyone walking upstairs. What do you want to do?
I'll sit by Zazriel by the bar.
And these people they're cleaning up, and Erwin says, "How was the food?"
It was great.
Delicious.
It was great.
Compliments to the chef.
You look hot.
Looking good today.